O, sorry. Koko, co się kręcisz? Chodź. Hop. Czemu w ogóle wołając psa nieważne. Continue. Boże, ja się boję, co mnie czeka w tym sezonie. W epizodzie raczej, że... Nie chcę tego...
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Let's talk about your superpower.
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work.
I know this isn't pleasant for any of us. Miss Coffee, please, tell us everything.
Hey, Stelma and Louise.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, alright? It was a gift.
Max, we have to find Rachel soon. Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Welcome to my domain. Let's find what we want and beat it. Max, you better come check out these files. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. Listen, I found pictures of Rachel and Frank. Being more than a friend.
I can't believe she was banging Frank. Rachel straight up lied to my face. Why didn't she say anything?
So who do you most want to blame?
My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
No, you don't.
Do you know what it's like to wait for your father to come home when you're a kid? Ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
Chloe, I am awesome. We are awesome.
Hello? Are you even listening, Maxine?
This is totally fucked up. What else have I changed?
Max Caulfield. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
Jezu, jakie to wszystko melancholijne. I'm not ready. Oh, Jesus. To dalej trwa.
It's weird hanging out with you again. I know. I'm glad we are, though. It was nice that you sent me actual letters. It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote
Ja nie wiem, jakie to jest. Ja czuję takie... nie wiadomo co w środku. Nie określę. To trzeba niestety przejść całe.
Probably easier to write than to visit me.
I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby.
A ja myślałem, że to się zakończy, że to był sen, czy wyobrażenie, że ona tego, że to nie było faktyczne, a tu...
This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet you could take some amazing shots. Those beached whales are so sad. Kind of know how they feel. At least, I'm alive here with you.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
Do you think so? I haven't kept up with the details.
I have more time on my hands than you. Plus, I'm a science nerd. But none of this makes sense.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. I was wrong. You're my best friend.
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
It is hella cold out here.
Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
None taken.
Jeez.
It's a pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive. When you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing.
Jeez.
You always have been since we were
Kurwa.
kids.
Thanks again for coming in.
To jest tak sad, że nawet nie wiem co mówić.
Can you bring me some water?
Jesus.
Oh, the snow dough. I guess not everything changed. Snow globes are taking over. Hello, Chloe. She likes fluffy animals now. Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now. I'm glad I took this photo. Chloe has a new memory of William and her together. At least Chloe doesn't weigh that much. I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but that is so incredible. And Chloe is still a punk at heart. But she can't stage dive anymore. That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online. There's the old Chloe. Drink up, Buttercup.
Oh man. No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast? Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in real life.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have different memories.
Oj tak.
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right. Check me out, Chloe of the Caribbean. No way will I get on a fucking boat now. Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
Which friends did you hang out with the most?
Megan Leader, but you don't know her. She was cool. But after my accident, she was too cool for school.
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
Hejka, komando.
They love you so much.
I know. My mom and dad are so cute. They always pop in here and make sure everything's okay with me.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
I bet. This tech must be crazy expensive.
Along with the drugs, the nurses, the supplies. Mom and Dad are always broke, and they get so frustrated. Is it worth it?
Chloe, you're priceless. No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when we'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know, I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Chris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when you watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here. Not yet.
I still can't believe I put Chloe in that chair. It's nice my parents sent a card at least. I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card. I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice. At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
Na pewno.
Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great. Ah, here's the DVD. Oh my god, I made that mix for her when we were 12. I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep. Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great.
Ale był blast.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you pretty please go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe. Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris. Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
No. O, mamy trochę do czytania. Boże, jakie to jest wszystko. Uwielbiam takie historie. A nawet nie wiedziałem tego do niedawna. Mamy wiadomości, proszę. To jest wszystko ciekawe. Nathan. Boże. Cool kids. Tak, Chloe lubi emoji. Oh, Jesus. O Boże. I tutaj będą inne opisy, tak? O fuck. Nie, ja się nie zgadzam. Aha, i są. I nie mamy tych notatek. Cholera. Czwarty września. Nie wiem, czy to, no to jest inne, no tak. So much to do. I wish I could slow down time. Especially to register all the cool things that have happened since I'm back in Arcadia. Blackwell Rose. Oh my god. 21. Yes, I'm older and thanks to Vic and Nathan I'm now a bit more fashionable too. They surprised me with the most beautiful straw pork pie hat wrapped up furoshiki style. Best birthday party ever, also drunkest. I can't sleep. Damn. 4 października. Hey dear diary, remember me? Busy Max, busy, can't write now, must shoot, must live, must befriend, should rekindle with Chloe too, but must vortex first, party time. O jeez, jaki biegun odwrotny, cholera jasna. Ja chcę moją normalność. Fuck me.
They gave Chloe their giant, expensive HDTV, and they use her shitty tube television.
Tylko nie shitty.
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills. That's terrible.
Fuck.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there, but that's not practical. It's not fair, Max.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
Is she mad at me for not staying in touch? She should be. I have no excuse.
She was disappointed, but she knows you care. And I know how hard it is to process all this. It's taken us years.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
No.
I was reading about that missing girl. Rachel Amber.
Dobranoc, dobranoc.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might
Thanks.
lose her someday.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but... I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want. Just shoot me.
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything. Joyce is a food coupon boss.
No, I don't think Joyce is too...
No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies. Joyce and William never had a garage sale before. They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit. Chloe's door doesn't have a warning anymore.
That is sad. That is so sad.
Toys? I kinda wanna open this and see what's in here. I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality. And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel. But then I see that they're a family again. Who am I to judge?
Słucham. Nie. Ja dalej mam mięso. Więc raczej nie potrzebuję. No ale ja nie potrzebuję za wiele. No to kurczaka pewnie. Ja wiele do szczęścia nie potrzebuję. Wiele do szczęścia nie potrzebuję, naprawdę. Jakiś skyr, mięsko i tyle. A i muszę jakąś tą konfiturę kupić. Jak? Że w sklepie? A nie, to ja figową kupię. No. Najlepsza z tych wszystkich. No. Stary to dobry, bo słodki. Skromnie żyć też trzeba umieć. Okay, here I am again. Trzeba wrócić do tej smutnej... Pierwszy raz wchodząc w grę jestem w smutniejszej rzeczywistości niż w rzeczywistości. No dobra, może nie pierwszy raz, ale rzadko to się zdarzy. No proszę. Pieniądze. Pousta.
A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total
O.
coincidence.
No ja nie wiem. Symulacja. Koko, chodź tu. Nie pamiętam, po co ja przyszedłem w ogóle.
Nothing here.
A,
It's
po
cool
morfinę.
Chloe uses natural medicine too. Bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine.
No, to się zgadza.
Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend. How's it going, Time Tripper? Funny. I think I look older.
Dobra, bo oni tu rachunki mają.
It's all about you, Arcadia Bay, isn't it?
Dam ją. O,
Oh, Max, it is so nice to have you around. Good morning, Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
Plus, you guys have to work too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. We're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates. Ugh.
Do you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son.
aha.
Do you know somebody named David Madsen? He might hang out at the Two Whales.
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes. Cute, quiet.
Cute, quiet.
Oh,
Damn.
I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
So, what do you think is going on here with all this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I hope so. You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We can only do so much, and she gets damn sick of her parents. That's why it's so important you came to spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak and she... You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family. And we'll always be one. No matter what.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I, we're lucky to have him.
Is William still the same? After everything that's happened?
For better and for worse. But always for the better. I never thought I'd love a man so much I can't imagine life without him. It sounds corny, I know.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Oh no. I didn't realize how bad Chloe's injury really was.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as we discussed last week, Chloe's respiratory system is showing signs of rapid weakening. This accounts for her recent anemia and loss of breath. As a doctor, I am committed to her well-being, but I want you to understand the reality that respiratory failure is common in people with severe spinal injuries. Your daughter is one of the bravest, strongest patients I've ever had, and I'm proud to be working with her. I just want you, as parents, to prepare for any and all possibility. I believe Chloe should also be made aware of her changing condition. If you would like to discuss this further, you have my contact information. Best, Dr. Anderman Vibes. Jesus, ja chcę wrócić do tej rzeczywistości. Ja nie chcę tutaj być. Ja wiem, że ja William. Ale co to za życie, jak go zje zaraz, kurwa, dług. Damn.
That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture. William is trying so hard. He's still awesome.
No.
Look at them. They have no idea what's in their future. Joyce is already a supermom. Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner. They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit. To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn cartoons.
No. Pojebane.
The house looks so great. William finally had the time to paint the house and fix up the garden. I'm sorry, Bongo Kitty.
Aww.
But you passed on before I changed this reality. Chloe actually moved our drawing so she could see it in her room. Chloe.
I'm too delicate.
Oh man, the swing is gone now. It must have been sad for Chloe when William took it down.
takie drobne zmiany, takie małe szczególiki, które się różnią od tamtej rzeczywistości. To jest coś, co mnie najbardziej rusza. Właśnie brak huśtawki,
Look at all these dead birds. It's happening here too.
Ech. Ech, 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 ech. Okay. Chloe. You alive?
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo. But can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever. At least, Chloe doesn't weigh that much. Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe. Despite everything, they're still a happy family again. It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too. Wowzer. Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college. Gutless bastard. I am so glad Chloe stole your bullshit fund. Even if it wasn't another reality.
Oh, I am in sympathy with your numerous requests for Chloe's special needs in regards to her wheelchair and class accessibility. Blackwell prides itself on making sure students with disabilities receive full compliance under the American with Disabilities Act. However, given that the campus and buildings have all been constructed pre-1977, our school has not yet undergone the modern renovations necessary to fulfill all the needs of your daughter and her regrettable condition. Sadly, with recent deplorable federal cuts in education, it will take many more fundraisers to fully update Blackwell Academy, but that day will come. Chloe is without doubt an amazing student with great potential despite her handicap, and I believe she would find a more fitting, rewarding scholastic environment at the H. West Miskatonic Institute in Bolton. They have a rich legacy of disabled graduates, and I know that Chloe would achieve her usual academic leadership in more comfortable surroundings with her outstanding GPA. There is no doubt that Miskatonic would welcome Chloe with open halls. I hope you will seriously consider the suggestion, and I'm sure your daughter will prefer to attend a school that can cater to her many needs. In the same spirit, I've also enclosed brochures for other potential schools in the Oregon region. If you have any questions, please contact my office. No cóż.
I'm glad I took this photo. Chloe has a new memory of William. Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
Grab that photo album over there and let's have a flashback.
Ja bym chciał flashback, ale nie do końca w tej rzeczywistości.
Is that okay?
Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you. Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo... Maybe I could...
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. You understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
Fuck. O Boże, ja nie wiem jakie to może mieć skutki. Jesus, damn, nie, tak nie można. Fuck.
Chloe, I really don't know if I could do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
Ja nie byłem gotów na takie rzeczy. Ja jestem po prostu jak trafiony strzałą i... No cóż, no, ostatnie życzenie się spełnia. No, słyszałem, że jest coraz gorzej i to już jest nieubłagane. No, to się wydarzy prędzej czy później. Więc jeśli mamy być tym ostatnim wspomnieniem, tą ostatnią miłą rzeczą, która spotkała ją w życiu, to chyba będę skłonny to zrobić, nie wiem. Fuck, to jest wszystko takie ciężko strawne, cholera jasna. ty, no, ja autentycznie nie chcę nic wspierać, to jest, jeśli gra coś takiego powoduje we mnie, że ja chcę zostać w pauzie, bo jestem oszołomiony, to jest to dobra gra i jest to wyczyn. No dobrze. Jestem ciekaw. Kurwa. Accept. Oh fuck. 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 Fuck.
Dreaming of us here together. Forever.
Oh fuck. Najgorzej. Ja nie chcę.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Ja pierdolę.
Never.
Nie
I love
mogę.
you, Max. See you around.
Jezu, nie rób tego, gro. Co ty? Dawaj to zdjęcie, ja chcę...
I'm sorry, William.
Będzie dobrze, będzie dobrze. Będzie dobrze jeszcze. Kurwa, masz moc, Max. Skumulowana teraz jest w ciul.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up.
O,
Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, bigger picture, right?
He's never leaving.
That makes all of us.
to jest serce.
Max, you are being so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Chyba będzie najcichszy epizod w moim wykonaniu. Cóż, cieszy mnie to. Bo tęskniłem. Co to było w ogóle? Oh, fuck. Here we are again. Oh, ex-vodka.
You're alive. Yes.
Whoa, whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not anymore. I'm just spaced out too.
Welcome back to the real world.
Let's look at the big board and see all our pieces in the puzzle so far.
Jakoś tak. Fajniej. Mamy esy. O, cholera. No cholera. Of course. O, damn it. Trochę tego jest. Chyba. Nie. Czekaj, ja tego nie czytałem. Chyba tu skończyłem. Tak mi się wydaje, że było 38. Chyba... Chociaż nie wiem. Nie wydaje mi się, że to czytałem. 9 października. Dear Diary, I have the power to rewind time, and I ended up on a rooftop trying to stop my friend from jumping off while trying to prevent the possible destruction of my hometown. I fell asleep at my desk and woke up reaching out to rewind or grab Kate. I remember when my journal entries were about which anime character I wanted to be, or my dreams of being a respected globe-hopping photographer, or what me and Chloe would be doing when we were finally adults. At least we know how that turned out so far. Chloe is determined to get to the bottom of what's going on, so I've been playing What Would Chloe Do, which means blowing off my Blackwell homework to research everything I can find on Kate Mars, Rachel Amber, and the esteemed Prescotts. It would be too easy peasy if they were all connected, but at this point, I think the whole town of Arcadia Bay is connected to this crazy shit. I can already see the story on the National Geographic Channel, Mystic, Scientific or Apocalyptic, the Arcadia Bay Tornado. Shudder. Speaking of a fear, I can still see Kate and her sad, hopeless eyes on that roof. I can't believe she's not here anymore. I heard some students are organizing a petition for Blackwell to set up a scholarship in her memory. That's the least this place could be do for her. My homework is seriously peeling out. Sorry. It's hard to focus on tests or essays while my friends suffer nature shits and we track down Rachel Amber. Along with my ability to rewind time and visions of an apocalyptic storm, how can I think about giving Mr. Jefferson a photo for the contest with all this shit going on? But I should, if only to keep myself grounded. Leave it to the Chloe to make me sneak out past curfew and demand I meet her in front of the main building in the dead of night. I knew Chloe would be all over investigating the campus after what happened to Kate here. This just makes Chloe more desperate to find out what happened to Rachel, if anything. It's funny that even though I think I can just rewind myself out of trouble, I'm in more trouble now than ever before in my life. If this was a Twilight Zone story, I'd be getting set up for some serious irony, like I'm going to rewind myself out of existence or something. Can I honestly say I have this ability for the rest of my life? Are the tornado, the snow, and the eclipse just hallucinations, or are they genuine prophecy? More importantly, is this a curse or a blessing? Chloe is alive and by my side, and that has to be a miracle, which means there must be a way to stop my vision from coming true, right? So yes, I break curfew to hook up with Chloe. She said she had something to show me. Looks like it's time for some serious detective work. Enter the Blackwell Ninjas. As I stealthily made my way out of the hall, I saw a shrine in front of Kate's door. I was surprised when it just popped out right after she died, like everybody at the Blackwell suddenly felt guilty for how she was treated. I am glad that so many people wanted to honor her. The cynical side of me says too little, way too fucking late, but I know that Kate would smile and forgive us all. Cry. Damn, that was too close. I was doing so well until I got outside, and of course it was Principal Wells of all people blocking the way. The one person I least wanted to see. I wasn't ninja enough for him, so yeah, he busted me, but I finally got to see that the gossip was true for a change. Principal Wells was shit-faced. He didn't even try to hide it. In fact, he was a lot cooler drunk than sober. I can see why he's so confused dealing with Kate's family and the Prescotts, and David Madsen. He still acts suspicious and gives me way too much dude, as he would say. Nobody says that seriously, but I can see that he's under a lot of pressure, so much that he's so wasted he can even use his keys at midnight. Sure, he was in my way, but he was no match for my rewind power. After all, I had to go and meet Chloe. Bad Max. Even though I thought I was in full ninja mode, Chloe still scared the shit out of me, which pissed me off considering what I've been going through. Sometimes she's so damn insensitive to other people's feelings. She wants all my attention for her and finding Rachel, and she gets all butthurt if I don't have time for her. Obviously I have time in hand, but I can't stay mad at her for long, and she was so damn excited about having the keys to the main building, and honestly, I was pretty amped up too. Even more so when we went to the front of the building and spied on Victoria talking smack about me, shocked. And worse, actually trying to blackmail Mr. Jefferson to pick her photo for the Everyday Heroes contest. She is freaking unreal. I give Mr. Jefferson major respect for telling her to get lost, even though she deserved to be expelled for pulling that crap. This is her priority after what happened with Kate. I just don't understand Victoria, no matter how I try. She's already rich, pretty, and a good photographer. Why try so hard and hurt so many to manipulate everything already in your favor? Ale niedobre. Ale mokre chociaż. I just hope that's not what I'm doing with my rewind power. Yes, there's something incredibly awesome about breaking into your own school at the witching hour. Although Chloe was technically right, how can we break in with a key? Never mind that it was a stolen key from the school's head of security. Anyway, the Blackwell Ninjas strike again. So cool to stalk the halls when it's dark and quiet, even with so many terrible things happening all around us. It felt like Chloe and I were walking towards the center of a great cosmic mystery, something bigger than any of us, but we kinda suck as master spies since we didn't have a key for the principal's office. No worries with my rewind power at hand, and of course Dr. Warren Graham. He came through with a bitchin' mini-bomb made of sodium what the fuck ever. I probably learned more putting those ingredients together than the entire semester so far. Sorry, Mrs. Grant. Warren is the star student here. He tries so hard to help, maybe too much. But what's wrong with that these days? I am so grateful he's on my team. Talk about being in the Sancto Sanctorum. Thanks, Latin class, I barely passed. of Blackwell. I did feel freaking weird about being in the principal's office after midnight, going through his files and laptop with Chloe. She was way too into it. Technically, we could be arrested and thrown in jail. Yikes. I just pretended that we were on a very special episode of The Wizards of Waverly Place. You know, just a couple of wacky Sherlocks investigating the school for a good cause. Yeah, that helped. While we didn't find the proof, we found Nathan's file had a weird drawing in it that just said Rachel in the darkroom, over and over. So that's a major clue that Nathan is involved in this somehow. Or he's just insane. But his note also referenced David M., which means that we absolutely have to find a way into David's secret bunker files for a good cause. But Chloe just can't help herself and she actually took $5,000 in cash marked handicapped fund. Cause that's gotta be legit, am I right? I can't think of a faster route to Karma Hell, but it would clear Chloe's debt to Frank. I'll find a way to make it up to the fund. After all, saving of life is priority. As is my habit with Chloe, no matter what, our fates seems bound together, for better of course. Usually worse. Despite all the usual breaking in and blowing up office hijinks, Chloe decided what we needed more than anything was to take a nice swim a night swim in the other's lair. I was so giddy and rebellious that I was like, oh yes, we shall swim. We didn't completely skinny dip, but close enough to get in big trouble no matter what. I don't know why we were so careless after being so careful. I love that Chloe brings out the just don't give a fuck side of me, even if that hasn't always served her well. She deserved a moment of not giving a shit, me too. Just two friends goofing around in the pool. I fear those youthful shenanigans might soon be a thing of our past. God, I'm starting to sound like one of the teachers at Blackwell. Chloe and I had a nice chat about our lives since I left. We talked about the dumb boys and girls and why they are trouble, especially for me. I feel like a groupie when I talk to Chloe about our life experience. She has me so beat. I take pictures, she takes action. Speaking of action, we had to seriously bounce when security showed up. Duh, how quiet could we be in the swimming pool, plus after leaving a trail of our Blackwell handiwork. It was so intense and exciting to get past the security guards. They had serious spotlight power, so it wasn't exactly easy to stealth out way past. Especially as we had to bail in Chloe's junker, but like I said, intense and exciting, hella like Chloe Price. Even though my body smelled like I had been dosed in chlorine, it was so nice to crash in Chloe's room for the first time in 5 years and wake up next to her like our old sleepovers. For some reason, it reminded me of the time we were going to TP one of the neighbors' houses and we even snuck out but got chicken and ran back home laughing all the way. I remember waking up next day and Joyce was making one of her delish breakfast downstairs and Chloe smiled at me like we were in the most secret club in the world, or at least Arcadia Bay. We were pirates, damn it. After our academic espionage last night, I felt the same way. It's just that now the stakes are much higher and much more dangerous. I even ended up in some of Rachel Amber's clothes since mine were trashed. A band tee and ripped jeans, so not me, but I haven't found my style yet. So why not have some fun experimenting with a new outfit? Speaking of experiments, Chloe dared me to kiss her. So I did. She probably thought I was out. Why? It wasn't a big deal, though if it was a cute way. She was kind of embarrassed after and said she would tell Warren. Besides, I think Chloe sees Rachel Amber in her future. When I went down to breakfast, Joyce actually called me Rachel, which just seems so wrong considering how beautiful she is and how boring I am. I guess my new outfit really is working its magic. I ended up helping Joyce making breakfast, just like when I was a kid on a sleepover. It's odd how quickly you can fall back into an old routine. So I must have set off Joyce's nostalgia mode, since she busted out all the photo album. I'm one of the few people who loves checking out old pictures. What was that Alfred Hitchcock line about film being pieces of time? Like Mr. Jefferson said, so are photographs. I do think she wanted me to see her new husband in a better light. When David was happy or laughing with Joyce in a picture, I wanted to say, and who is that? Plus, I'm sure it's no accident that there was a photo of Rachel wearing the exact same clothes I had on. She truly is stunning. And somehow looked more punk rock than Chloe. The truly heartbreaking image was the last photo William Price ever took. Chloe and I making pancakes in the kitchen. Joyce really misses that joyful, optimistic girl. I know she's still there. When Chloe smiled at me in the morning, I saw her. The picture seemed to sum up everything we had as children and lost as adults. Whatever being an adult means. Which was a perfect cue for Chloe to bounce into the room and start straight with Joyce. This gave me cruel cover so I could sneak into the garage and finally unlock David Madsen's extreme files. So today I finally found out what was in David's secret files, and I admit I expected it to be worse. I'm relieved that it wasn't, so maybe I'm going easier on him than I should. No surprise that he had detailed files on Kate and Rachel, listing their whereabouts along with surveillance pics. David isn't off my shit list yet, but he's damn good investigator. I give him that. It's clear that Frank and Rachel had some kind of relationship, and I don't think Chloe is going to be very happy to hear that. She needs to start waking up. We all do. When David came home, things escalated quickly. He looked more upset than usual, but shrugged when he saw me wearing Rachel's clothes. He was so on edge. Maybe I'll never get to see the David that Joyce loves so much. She and Chloe really let him have it, though. This was the first time I saw them bond since we were kids. Suddenly, I couldn't make it anymore either, and I kind of blew up. It was like a torrent that felt awesome. I've been wanting to rip into David like that myself for a long time. I figured worst case scenario. Hello rewind power. But I wanted Joyce to know the depth of his weird paranoia. She looked so sad and angry when I told her about the photos of Rachel and Kate, not to mention the home surveillance. Joyce kicked his ass out of the house, to Chloe's glee. Despite David's evidence and the bracelet, Chloe refused to believe Rachel was involved with Frank. This is a part of Chloe I don't much like. She got so damn petulant, and if she doesn't get her way, or if she hears something she doesn't like, serious denial. I get why, but that doesn't make dealing with it any easier. So I threw up my hands up and suggested we checked out Frank's RV. I knew that would piss Chloe off, and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first, we had to get the damn keys to the RV, which meant going into the Two Whalers diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank, Nathan Prescott and Officer Barry and fucking with all of them. I'm still dizzy thinking about how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating at life. The first thing we had to do was get Frank's scary dog out of the RV, so we did it the classic cartoon give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo became Scooby-Doo just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected, drug dealer trash chick. But it wasn't as serial killer as I feared. We ransacked the place and found that Chloe didn't want us to find. I'm sorry, Chloe. Had to see the pictures of Rachel posing for Frank, even if she did care about him. To her, it's just another betrayal, just another loved one dumping on her. Everybody she ever loved, and she lost one way or another. And only I came back from the past. For what? To make Chloe's life more painful? I just wish I could use my rewind power to go all the way back to the days when we were covered in pancake flour. Life was simple. No... 10 października. Drogi pamiętniku, let's never do the time warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to someone else. Chloe was upset when we discovered that Rachel had actually been involved with Frank Bowers, and she just blew up. I can never talk to her when she's like this, and I just get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can say that I wouldn't be just as messed up, not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe. And suddenly I was looking at the photograph William had taken of us on the day he died, and it started pulsing like it was 3D, like I could see inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo. To when I was 13 years old. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in the year 2008 with Chloe and William. Right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time. Since my powers somehow morphed to this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played hide the keys until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. Yes. I knew I was screwed when I came out of my epic rewind and saw Victoria Chase, but now she was my friend and I was a member of the Vortex Club, Nav said. I knew I had screwed up, and then I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madsen driving the school bus. He sure didn't look so threatening anymore. I didn't want to know how he ended up as a bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house, so when William opened the door I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in my typical gesture of shock and stupid, but Chloe's smile was so genuine and beautiful I almost cried. I had to adjust to everything without freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father, but get her in a car accident so she can never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all the rage. This Chloe was just grateful to be alive and her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run-down parts of their home were compared to before. I saw the incredible expensive equipment that Chloe now requires, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just so bubbly and excited to hang out with me again, especially since I flaked on her pretty hardcore after her accident. Even in an alternate universe, I am shitty friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness and pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through the day. I didn't feel sorry for her. I felt in awe. Kurwa, szczerze nie wiem jak to się... With her attitude, this Chloe didn't blame anybody for her condition, even though she had the right. We strolled down the beach and saw the beached whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities. And then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken. Her lungs stopped working properly and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindling income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about his request, just practical, which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. I agreed to help her simply because she explained that she wanted to have a choice for the first time in her life. How could I argue with that, especially since I knew I screwed up the entire universe by making a simple decision. And I knew I would have to go back eventually and accept the timeline that actually happened. So Chloe and I had one last movie night watching Blade Runner, falling asleep to the sounds of Vangelis, and when I woke up, I put my best friend to sleep. Forever. After my visit to Chloe's new world, I knew it was time to go Max to the future. I had seen the result of my temporal tampering and I got scared thinking my new power wouldn't even work anymore. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once again, and I undid everything I had done. Goodbye, William, again. Hello, David, again. Spoko, od pierwszej tylko stronki. Dobra. Jest. Coś tu jest więcej? Snowdo.
That Snowdo always makes me think of William and Chloe. Getting lost in all this shit. This butterfly photo seems like 1,000,000 years ago. How much time? I'm so sorry, William. It's not fair you had to die twice. Yes, Chloe Price was here. Even Holmes and Watson didn't lose every piece of information. So close yet so far away. We have to do 3 main things.
Right. What things?
1. Decipher Frank's logbook. 2. Get Nathan's phone to find out where he's been during the Vortex Club parties with Kate and Rachel. And see whatever hidden shit he's got in his messages.
3. Beat Stepdouche down until he tells us about Frank, Nathan, and the dark room. Too bad I don't have a gun anymore.
Yes, that's the solution. We'll have to do this on our own.
Dude, at least let me kick his ass, then rewind. Fine, whatevs. Your power.
Which I can't waste on shit like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
At least you let me take that money to pay Frank off.
Don't remind me. I just want him off your back. Our back.
I know. You should get busy in the garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads. And to who. And be careful of Stepcraft. He's not gonna be a happy camper after you reamed him yesterday and Mom is giving him the boot.
No tak.
Partner.
No tak, no tak.
I can't abuse this level of my rewind power. It's way too dangerous. That's my Chloe. Welcome back to the real world, Max. Damn. This is a serious expose on the Prescotts. Finally. Oh no. That poor little bird has been trapped in here.
Ganiał ptaszka. Czekaj, otworzę okno może, co?
Fly. Be free.
Efekt motyla. Jesus. Motyla noga. Cóż, coś się stanie.
Since David might be in there, I better mosey along for a change.
You won this battle, Max.
He broke up
Jesus.
with them. I salute you.
David, I didn't try to hurt you. Ever. But I won't let anybody hurt Chloe.
Too late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
Jesus, jak ja mogę czuć się źle, że smutny jest pan Dawid? W sensie, gość, którego się nie cierpi od początku, nagle...
David isn't any different from me when he's looking at those family photos. Those poor whales are like beached angels. What is going on here? Looks like they're back on the road to Paris. Somehow I existed in this whole other reality. But I don't know what happened. The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny? If these alternate lives exist, I hate the thought of William and Joyce finding Chloe like that. Thinking about all these lifelines almost makes my head hurt worse than the rewind. Joyce must be so upset. Are you helping anybody, Max?
No właśnie.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around. Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore. Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife. At least he has one weird fan.
Liptard metrosexuals.
Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation. Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts too.
Zryty wojskowy łeb.
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce.
Joyce, you know I'm not good at explaining myself or why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. I would never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Taking care of my family is my #1 mission. Yes, I overstepped bounds with the surveillance and suspicion, and I am truly sorry and ashamed. But there are dark things happening in Arcadia Bay I have never told you. You are my wife and partner, and I know we should have no secrets. I intended to tell you everything, but I wanted more proof. Instead, a student committed suicide on my watch. You kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. Please let me... Jeez. Panie, spokojnie.
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
Kurczaki.
Either Chloe stole another gun, or David is out there armed.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff too. I wonder if David is going to the party. Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey David, what you hiding?
Coś pamiętam, ale nie do końca. Coś z 7 było na pewno.
For once, I don't have time to search for the code. I need to find a way to break this padlock.
Coś pamiętam, ale... Nie wiem, czekaj. Co to było? Albo...
I can use that crowbar to pry open the locker.
Albo i nie. Nie, czekaj. Tego tu nigdzie nie ma, nie? Albo mi się to przyśniło. Czekaj, tylko zobaczyć, czy dobrze myślę. I sobie zerknę na streama swojego. No coś mi świta, że było coś 4-cyfrowego. No co tego sprawdzić. Ile mam subskrypcji? 1170. Quite nice. Wow, 4 wyświetlenia aż mam mój epizod na YouTube. Szacun wielki. Chuj wielki. It's a motherfucking scary. Okej. Sprawdzę tylko, czy miało to sens.
Yes, I knew that number would be important. Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Yes.
Haha. What is that? Ooh. Hey. To mam łom.
Back to Chloe now.
Mogę kogoś zabić.
Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest. I better move his plank if I want to take the shot. Excuse me. Just one picture, please. Click. Another photo from my Arcadia Bay wildlife series. Oh, thank you. Sleep tight, my eggy legs. Oh, that makes me sad. It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could too. Looks like David already booked a room.
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
Now let's go find out what Nathan is hiding in his room.
We have to be extra careful.
Max, now it's time for Nathan Prescott to be afraid of us.
Oh.
Hey Max, how you doing?
O Jezu, będzie trwał dupę z tym zdjęciem.
I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe? Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate. Even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a
Ah.
I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
No tak, to już po
I
terminie.
feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend. And I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date.
No.
You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch
Cute
the old
over.
hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Rose! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan. Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen
I
you.
can tell that Justin is really into Chloe.
Chloe?
I can tell that Justin is really into Chloe.
Going to Blackwell.
Chloe fits in so easy with Justin.
So I hear.
Any word at all, Rachel?
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
I had to clear away another bet.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Oh, Max. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Kate is the sweetest student I've ever met at Blackwell. And they can be so cruel to each other. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
Blackwell Academy needs the help. There's something terrible going on here. You see it, right?
This week hasn't been Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club? I mean, they don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges. Especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
There must be a scientific explanation, right?
When my friends at NASA tell me they can't explain a solar eclipse without a single theory as to how or why, maybe it's time to get worried. Like they are.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here, unless you know something I don't.
What about wormholes and chaos theory? Like time travel stuff.
The only wormholes in Arcadia Bay are underground, and chaos theory is just that. But if this is about time travel, sign me up.
Would you really change time?
Not after reading that Bradbury story, A Sound of Thunder. I won't give it away, but it involves dinosaurs and butterflies. Time is like a thread, Max. One tug and it all can unravel.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
No way. I just have to, ask him a question.
I saw him leaving campus looking angrier than usual. But to be honest, Max, Nathan hasn't been too well lately. You might know more about that than me.
Too much.
I can tell. You look like you have more than a question on your mind. Maybe asking Nathan isn't such a good idea right now. You hear me, Max?
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
Good.
Thanks.
Nathan is not around.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused, like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
Even though Miss Grant likes me, I have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
Beginning of what?
Oh, I don't believe anything ever ends. Especially time. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side.
I keep thinking that Rachel Amber has a few answers. If we can find her.
If Rachel wants to be found.
Do you think she's alive?
She'll always be alive in our hearts. Sometimes, that's all we have left.
But...
Max, All I can tell you is to stay on your path, and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
Blackwell is so sad and quiet since Kate isn't here anymore.
Yes. And you can tell that the campus is different now. And you reached out to her when everybody turned away.
It could have gone either way. Samuel, do you think that we each have a destiny?
Yes, I do, Max. In many different lifetimes, of course. Kate Marsh believed in something different, so that's her destiny.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max. I hope she finds them now.
Do you ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
He sees things, not people. But I think he sees you, Max.
Why do you say that?
Because you both see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott around?
I try not to.
Whoa. You really don't like Nathan. How come?
Samuel likes everybody. Until they give him a reason not to. He did.
Well, okay. Enough said. You know a lot of Blackwell secrets, so I thought you could help me.
Max, I'm a custodian, not a psychic. I can only help by warning you to be careful.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
How can anybody explain all those poor beached whales?
My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
Do you think this is some kind of eco-disaster, or...?
I think it's more than that. Somebody is causing all this to happen.
You think so, Samuel?
You and Arcadia Bay are connected by time and tide. So, next time I have a question, I'm coming to you.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them... Oh...
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
The only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
Makes me mad. Climate change isn't...
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
As a scientist, I'm fascinated. As Michelle...
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
Yeah, they are scared too. Look at the weather.
Did you think you could hide from Max Caulfield, squirrel paparazzi?
We all need to look out for each other these days.
Okay, but how can I take the photo? Take the photo.
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to
Ah, okay. Some stupid as fuck.
Get that food in your belly. How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
The sky wants to heal us.
Nice.
Eat up. Food is the universal language. Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
there's no bother here, Max.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
What do you think about all those dying birds?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tobanga.
Is that cool with the Tobanga?
We'll find out if the souls of the bird move on. Not that we can prove it.
It's so ominous.
Unless it's fate, then it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
Hello, Max. Let's talk again soon, Max.
My sweet Kate. Coast is clear. It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
It's so lame they don't have co-ed dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Good point.
Wait here. Give me the signal if Nathan or anybody shows up.
I won't let you down, Batmax.
Now I just have to find Nathan's room. Apparently Logan missed this poster. Oh, why, hello, Trevor. And Dana. Evan. Of course. That's why no shits were given. Evan rolls. Who needs a dorm map anyway? At least I can see that Nathan isn't in room 106 or 108. They have one more meeting left. This can only be Nathan's room. Oh, you Bigfoots. Looks like one of the jocks did care about Kate. Poor Warren. This is the work of Nathan. He's so... Hello, Warren's room. Hawking and him make a good team. This just makes me think of Kate. Ugh, skunk weed and video games. I sense Hayden is near. Zach or Logan? Who knows? Bro's got a bro. Oh, jerks. At least nobody messed with the Kate portrait. Even after Kate, nobody here learned anything about bullying. Now I need to find Nathan's phone. I don't think this prescription has helped Nathan. Let's see what Nathan hides in here. Nathan is way into this party. Bad sign. Bastard. Now I remember why I hate you. And why Kate will get justice. Oh, man. Sean Prescott might be Nathan's real problem.
Ale to wszystko porypane.
Too bad Nathan isn't more like his sister. She sounds awesome. And far away. Yes, Nathan sure needs diet pills. This is strong stuff. I'd cry too if I had him for a father and had to wear that suit. Holy shit. That's the gun Nathan used on Chloe. A gift from... Nathan likes his tortured subjects way too... These films all have a dark pattern. That looks like a totally fun show. Even Nathan has a light side. Nathan took this from Kate's altar. Why? What is with this dude? Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. It's so damn creepy, but the guy has his own style. I don't think one book can guide the Prescotts. Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears. That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her. That is so Chloe. I really hope they were all consenting models.
No, nie byłbym tego taki pewien.
It's so cute and ironic. I can't believe Nathan still has it around. That monochrome camera is brand new and cost about $6 grand. Bastard. I thought Victoria had the photo bling, but once again, the Prescotts rule. What the hell are all those marks on the floor?
No zastanów się. Secret przejście, na pewno.
Let's find out what you're hiding. Oh yes, little phone. You are mine now. Now I have Nathan's phone, so I can show it to Chloe. Well, before Nathan comes back.
Damn, Max, you're finally back. I got worried. So, what did you find?
His room was clean and creepy. Check this out.
Boom, Nathan. We got you by the balls, fucker.
What are you doing in my dorm? You're such a nosy bitch, Max.
Stop right there, Nathan.
Make me, ho. Max, I got this. Get the fuck out of my face.
Dobrze. Warren, my hero.
You are so fucking dead.
Co za świr.
Get off me, bro.
Dobrze. Kurwa, nie wiem w sumie. Nie no.
Warren, stop it. Come on.
Oh, my hand. Why are y'all looking at me like that, huh? You and you're all dead.
Let's go. Now.
Plus, my dad is on his way. You're all
Boże,
fucked. He
to jest
owns you.
psychopata. Aha. Żeby zdech.
Even
Efekt
if Nathan
motyla.
definitely deserved a beating, we should try to be better than that.
No tak. Wiem, że zazwyczaj warto takie rzeczy zatrzymywać, żeby nie doprowadzić do większej szkody.
That was intense. Warren, thank you so much.
For what?
For headbutting Nathan Prescott. That was awesome.
I don't know. I almost went crazy there. Like Nathan.
You're not anything like him.
Good to know.
No
So where
tak,
are you going?
też prawda.
I better stick with you guys. Just in case you need me to get my Hulk on again. Or should I call the cops on Nathan?
No police. Not yet. So maybe you better,
Warren, me and Max have to do this on our own. No offense.
It's cool. Whatever I can do to help.
what you can do is find out anything you can about Nathan's father.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
And thank you. Seriously. I'll call you later.
You better. I'm feeling pretty alpha now.
Yes, you are.
Man, that guy is so fucking in love with you.
I know.
He really did give a serious beat down to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch him do that.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
Frank always answers when he wants money. Like I said, Frank wants to see me right now.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Maćk.
God, I hate seeing those poor whales like that.
Me too. I just think of their families in the ocean out there looking for them. Well, the asshole's gonna help us find Rachel. You know what would be great? If I still had a gun.
Yes, the chance for gunplay would just about even the odds here.
Frank would scare better. He's a pussy. Besides, if I take him out, you can just rewind.
Chloe, do not count on my rewind. Seriously. After Kate, I feel like every time I do, it might be the last.
There's no way we could have guessed this is what would happen to us when we grow up.
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just go on a road trip to Portland.
Fuck yeah. You, me.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay? Just pay Frank his money, and then we can get that code for the book from him. That's all.
Got it. No dicking around.
Let's roll.
Na bank jakieś zdjęcie tu się robi. But I don't know exactly. Mamy 3 zdjęcia. Jakieś słońce zza krat. W więzieniu pewnie będziemy.
There might not be any Pan Estates by Saturday. This is where my nightmare started. How can all of this not be connected to a major storm? It blows my mind that I was just here with Chloe in an alternate reality. Those beached whales look so awful. But still so majestic. Good thing there are no actual cops around to bust us. Can't see inside with this shit blocking the view. This is where Frank ponders his existence and gets drunk. Take the trash out sometime, dude.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins. You should have come alone.
She's my partner.
Yeah, we're bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money? Oh, I thank you. That wasn't so hard now, was it? And let's not do any more business again. Now, if you excuse me.
Frank? Could we ask you a couple quick questions?
You have some serious lady balls. No.
Oh.
Jesus, okay. Okay. But I'm not getting you high.
Frank, we're not here to get high.
No, you don't look like the type. Not like Chloe here. So what do you hardy boys want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me? How about I just give you the keys to my RV while I'm at it?
Listen, Frank. I'm sorry to be such a nuisance, but this is important.
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can tell you're not bullshitting me.
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank, this isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay. Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to fight. This is so much bigger than us.
Oh yeah, you didn't come here to fight. A day after, you pulled a fucking gun on me.
I am so sorry about that. It might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. And I've done a lot of dumb things this week.
Finally, I believe you. But don't ever aim a gun at anybody unless you intend to kill. Although you don't look like you could kill a bug.
I try not to. And I never would have pulled the trigger. I was just...
Dude, she was scared, all right? You pulled your blade on me. We were all freaked out. Now we're all cool. Please?
Okay, we're cool for now. But my dog is... And if you try any shit, he will bite your head off. He's done it before.
We're only here to talk. I wouldn't mess with your dog.
Jezu, się przeciąga ta rozmowa jakoś tak.
You like dogs?
Chloe and I gave your doggy a bone when we...
So you're the ones who let him out? You broke in here and let my dog out?
Boże, czemu ja to kliknąłem?
That's not what... Seriously, Frank, don't get all spun out. We're only here to find Rachel.
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Yes, we're so close to finding her now, Frank. We need all the help we can get now. Especially from you.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her. You're in way over your heads. Why don't you just go play in your clubhouse?
You have Rachel's bracelet. You obviously know more than you're telling. So tell us.
Never come into my home and tell me what to do. Understand? Man, there is something about you that is so wrong. I don't trust you at all. Now get out of my face.
We don't have much time, Frank. Rachel needs you.
It's too late. She's gone. You don't even know her.
Like you did? I loved her, asshole. And she loved me. I know that.
Chloe, you don't know shit. You were part of her problem. Always trying to take her away from me. Always!
Calm down, Frank. Let's just talk.
Not ever tell me what to do.
Ty.
Whoa!
Get off of me!
Motherfucker! Shit! I need to rewind and do something fast.
Trzeba cofnąć daleko. Ale może nie tak? Chuj. Kurwa, klikniesz L1, to już nie zatrzymasz tego. Chyba. Nie, nie da się. Pierdolę, cała rozmowa na mowę. Jestem zjebany jak chuj. Bo mam coś z garem.
Oh, fresh meat. So Pompadour must be okay. Listen, Chloe. I can tell you for a fact that this will not go well.
Max, I should have known you would be kind and rewind. So tell me exactly what I
Okej,
need
może
to do.
miało to sens.
Please watch your mouth. You have no social skills here, and you will piss off Frank immediately.
Niepotrzebnie powiedziałem o... wiadomo.
Fine, I'll try being
Teraz
like you
będzie
for a change.
dobrze. You
Or
know.
I used to be.
Co?
Thanks for hearing me out, Frank. Look, we only want to talk, and it's not even about you. We're not here to start a fight.
No, that shit would be over pretty fast. Don't fuck with me, and I won't return the favor. So what do you want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, Frank.
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can tell you're not bullshitting me.
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank, this isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay. Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to...
Oh, yeah, you didn't come here to fight. A day after, you pulled a...
I...
Finally, I believe you. But don't ever aim a gun at anybody.
I try not to.
Dude, she was scared.
We're cool for now. But my do-
We're only here to talk.
Shit, you wouldn't have time. You like dogs?
Oh, Pompadour is so cute.
The only way you know my dog's name is
Kur...
if you broke into my RV.
To jest stupę, no kurwa. Ale jestem...
Wait, that's not what...
Ja chcę cofnąć.
Frank, don't get all spun out. We're only here to find Rachel.
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Ja pierwszy.
You and Chloe do not...
You have...
Never come into my... Man, there...
Się znowu skończy,
You
ile.
have much...
Wiem o
Too
tym.
late, she's gone.
Pierdolę. Co jest? Kurwa, jak się z tym steruje do chuja.
I need to rewind and do something fast.
A. Nie. Kurwa, nie, ja jestem już... Pierdolę, kurwa, zabiję się. Zamorduję, kurwa, kogoś. Pierdolne. No, złota porada. Spierdalaj. To wszystko jest okej.
Just an...
Oh, yeah.
There's...
Yeah.
Nie.
Right, okay.
Więcej razy je jeszcze,
Oh, yeah.
powiedz. Coś.
Finally, I believe.
4 zdania powiedział pod rząd zje.
Dude, she was...
We're only here...
Shit.
I don't care about dogs trained to kill or fight. That's animal abuse.
You think I abuse my own dog? I rescued Papa Dude.
Czego nie powiem, to będzie źle, kurwa.
That's not what... Seriously, Frank, don't get all spun out.
Ja
We're only here to find Rachel.
Rachel.
Ja jestem po prostu...
We're so close to finding her now, Frank.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her.
What are you hiding, Frank? You should want to help us, not scare us away.
Don't you accuse me of anything. You don't know me or who I am, or what I can do. You understand? Huh? Man, there is something about you that is...
No, klasyk.
We don't have much...
It's too late, she's...
Kurwa. Pierdolę, już mi się spać. I nie da się cofnąć, nie? Do danego dialogu. W sensie... Jak kliknę skip, to całe to się pomija. Więc muszę tak czy siak całą rozmowę.
I have to rewind now.
Jezus Maria. Najdłuższa rozmowa w życiu. 57 zdań na temat tego, jaki pies jest, kurwa. Co za kurwa trep, stary debil. Kurwa, dostał kasy, mu jeszcze coś nie pasuje. Ćpun pierdolony. Do wora. Się nadaje. Debil jebany. Zamknij tą mordę.
Finally.
Dude, she... Only...
Shit.
Of course I do. I heard you even rescued a...
Nie wiem, czemu tego nie wybrałem od początku.
That's amazing.
No, alright, it was just the right thing to do. I couldn't stand to see
Nie
those
wiem.
poor animals treated like...
Nie wiem, ile jeszcze to
slaves.
zajmie mi ten epizod.
That's how I came to own Pompadour.
That's very cool, Frank. Your dog is lucky you came along.
Maybe we can focus on rescuing Rachel now?
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Yes, we're so close to finding her now, Frank. We need all the help we can get now. Especially from you.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her. You're in way over your heads.
You have Rachel's bracelet. You...
Never come into my home.
To też źle,
And there
tak?
is something about you.
We don't have much time.
It's too late.
What the fuck? No, co ja tam mam wybrać? No przecież jak powiem, że zdjęcie czy list, no to się okaże, że byliśmy, nie? W sensie nie ogarniam, czy ja coś pomyliłem już. I czemu nie da tutaj się? Pierdolę, no. Naprawdę? Damn it. Długaśny epizodzik.
Listen.
Chociaż to skończę, bo mnie to zaraz...
Thanks. Just... Listen. There's...
Yeah.
Come on,
Right.
Frank.
Oh, yeah.
We're only...
Shit. No.
That's very... Maybe we could... Yes.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like...
Nie wiem, co mam wybrać. Serio.
Rachel said she gave you one of her favorite...
Said.
That proves how much she cares. And you care.
Nie wiedziałem, że tak to powie. Myślałem, że...
How the hell did you know about that photo? That's my favorite picture of her. I can look at it any time and she'll always be there for me. I can't stand not knowing where she is. Not hearing her voice or her laugh anymore.
We can change all that. It's up to you.
Help us find her, Frank. Please. We really need your client list.
Well, if there's a chance in hell, you two dorks can find Rachel. I'll take it. My dog isn't barking at you, so I guess that's a good sign.
Au. Aww.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Seriously.
It's hard to take you characters seriously, but I want to. Good luck.
Dziękuję.
That was cool Frank gave up the code to help us. Rachel must have seen something good in him.
Dobrze, no bo jest trochę późno, to fakt. To chyba podzielimy sobie na mniej więcej połowę, no trochę więcej.
Chloe, are you okay?
I'm glad things worked out okay with Frank. It's nice to have
O, dzisiaj będzie trochę wcześniej.
Amen to that.
Raczej.
I better focus on this board and start tying these clues together.
Jeszcze czytania trochę będzie. O, jaki cute guy, patrz, to jest niesamowite. Człowiek z pozoru tak zły, tak kurwa wyprany z wszelkich dobrych emocji. Stop by later if you both want to party and good luck. Jedź, jak ja uwielbiam takie przemiany. To daje mi wiarę w ludzi. Ach, cutie. Nie, dobra, jutro to przeczytam. Tak. U niektórych bardzo głęboko insight, a u niektórych ta dobroć jest na wierzchu, a w środku jest zepsucie. To też się zdarza. Ja mam nadzieję, że jestem jaki jestem. Co? Nieważne. Cieszę się, że nie skończyliśmy epizodu 4, bo znaczyłoby to, że będę dzisiaj chodził cały dzień smutny, że czeka mnie ostatni epizod, a tak jeszcze będę miał nadzieję na długi czas rozgrywki. Dobra. gra przepiękna, po prostu ile można ją zachwalać. Mam nadzieję, że zapisało w tym momencie, raczej tak, czemu miałoby nie. Co można robić w nieskończoność? Ja już zapomniałem, o czym mówiłem, to jest ten etap nocy.
Hey Max, see if you can put together all those Rubik's clues. Just holla if you need any info while I go online to make sure we haven't missed anything.
No tak. Okej. Kurczę, suszy mnie, muszę się napić czegoś. Wypiłem tą obrzydliwą herbatę i it's time for something else.
Max, I know we can snap all these pieces together.
Yes. Nie, widzę, że rozdział faktycznie jeszcze trochę musi potrwać, bo w ogóle zdjęć jeszcze jest sporo. Znaczy sporo. Szkielet z dyskorolką. Okej. Jakieś orle gniazdo. A, u niej w chacie pewnie się nie wiem co, kurwa. Może zabierze jakiś orzeł, te ptaki. Sęp, cokolwiek, kurwa, nie wiem. I potem będzie więzienie. Ktoś nas zamknie. Na bank. Dobrze. Nie będę przeciągał tego, bo już 2,5 godziny. Jesus. Okay. Thank you very much and see you today. Good night. Tylko mnie to smuci, że to są krótkie gry. W sensie 5 epizodów. To jest za mało. Człowiek by chciał, żeby ta historia trwała i trwała, ale jak dobrze wiemy, historie zbyt bardzo przeciągnięte w czasie cierpią na rzadkość. A pierdolę, co ja gadam. Nie, tak naprawdę 5 epizodów to jest liczba w sam raz, bo to daje nam około 10 godzin historii, troszkę więcej w tym przypadku, bo jak patrzyłem na streamy, chyba 3 godziny około trwały poprzednie. Coś takiego. Trochę dłużej niż w The Walking Dead, bo w The Walking Dead różnie to bywało. Czasami epizod trwał 1,5, czasami 2 godziny. Zależy. Dobra. Papa. O, pad się wyładuje zaraz. Not good.